And we have returned. Welcome back to the stream, everybody. What you're listening to is just the opening theme of Kenshi, because I have the game open, and the main menu is currently open. Yeah, I'm just gonna stream a little bit of Kenshi because I haven't played it in a while, and I really want to, and I figured if I'm playing it, I may as well stream one of the several games I have active in it. So, I'm probably gonna, I don't know. Give me a minute while I yawn and... A hair came out of my mustache and went into my mouth when I yawned. That's not a great sign. But yeah, I'm probably not going to be streaming for terribly long because you see here in Canada, or at the very least where I live, this is currently a long weekend. So, yeah, it's a long weekend, and that's great, except not for me, because I'm working again tomorrow, and I wouldn't be surprised if I'm working Monday, which is typically the day we'll have off. So, for me, it's a short weekend, right? Yeah, it's great. I'm fucking real happy about that. I mean, I offered to put in the extra time, and Lord knows we need it, so here we are. Anyway, I'm very tired, so this stream is probably going to be a lot of me either being dead silent while I'm playing this game, or rambling while I'm playing this game. Which, to be fair, that's basically whenever I stream anyway. So, a couple of things are going to be different about this. One is mainly because I've taken a couple of mods out that I was kind of sick of, and then I put a couple of mods in, including one that has actually overhauled the graphics a little bit. So I have played a little bit of this off stream with that, and everything seemed to work fine. Hopefully OBS does not go haywire because of it. So I did actually start a new game. I'm going back to our dear pal Vorbis, the Okran's Razor group, you know, the good Okranite boy. Largely because it's been a while since I've played that save, and it's going to be simpler to get back into that than Stickbug, because Stickbug, you know, I have to really pay attention to the economy of the game. Whereas Okran's Razor with Vorbis, I'm just kind of existing. It'd been so long since I played this that I actually dropped into the save to see where I was to. Where I was to is most of the group at the farm I appropriated got mauled by a bunch of river raptors and were at the time sleeping. Which is only fitting because I was only able to appropriate the farm because I accidentally got the previous occupants mauled to death by river raptors, so. But anyway, I played a little bit. Everyone's back on their feet, if not in perfect health, so we're just going to carry on from there. Vorbis has been steadily making armor, and his skill is starting to get pretty good at that. Problem is, I don't really have a lot of stuff I can make. So that's a problem. I've got Takao and Inu still back here, just making weapons and mining copper. Inu's guns are starting to get, quite frankly, absurd. And the rest of the crew is still back here. I mean, Vorbis is also starting to get pretty built with his kind of fucked up arm. But pretty soon, I think what I'm going to do... Yeah, it's starting to fill up. I've also had him start making some shirts and things just to fill out. Because some people don't really have a lot of... Wait, have I made it? I was planning on making a black cloth shirt. Okay, that's a black cloth shirt. It does not show as black, but there we are. So yeah, a lot of folk are just kind of running around, farming. I have so much cotton. So if you'll recall, the plan was I was going... Because technically I don't own all of these buildings, I just own this one. So the plan was I was going to buy all 3 of these buildings and basically run armor, basic first aid, and probably grog out of here. The only food I can make is bread, so I suppose I can do that as well. I've got enough money I can buy that, though I don't think I'll do it just yet. Let's see. Well, she's still working away there. See, I don't really have... I can't make much in the way of weaponry. I can't make much in the way of armor. So the plan is, once Vorbis is actually looking a bit more good, I'm going to send him off, and I'm probably going to recruit somebody else. I know there's a couple of people left in the main Holy Nation towns here. And I am going to have him and a buddy go on a pilgrimage. Because I am going to fully side with the Holy Nation, which means the end goal of this is to take down both the United Cities and the Czech Kingdom. However, how can he know about the world and what he should be fighting if he doesn't explore? And let's face it, the out-of-story pragmatic reason for this is because I want to go around and find recipes and such for armor and weapons. And that way I can make more things. That being said, I'm going to be, because, I mean, and I've seen people talk about this, it's very easy while you're playing Kenshi to try to do the most optimal thing you possibly can, which ends every playthrough being kinda samey. So rather than using the best stuff, I'm going to use the most thematically appropriate stuff. So that basically means using monk's robes, anything like the paladin related stuff. But the problem with that is I haven't found the ability to make the monk's robes yet. I think I can make the holy chestplate, I can't recall. And the funny thing about that is, typically rather than here, you find the blueprint to make monk's robes in places like United Cities or whatever. So yeah, I'm going to send Vorbis out on a pilgrimage in a little bit, and we'll see what we can see. Most everyone else is just going to stay back here just so they can do this. The plan is I'm going to try to buy up all these buildings, but I am eventually going to make my own farm. Specifically, I think over here somewhere. Mainly, there's not a lot of copper in Okran's Pride. So keeping someone down in stack just to exploit that copper mine that's there, even though it doesn't really path well. I can't automatically have someone mine and drop stuff off. That's a good way to build up copper, because it's not like I'm going to need a hell of a lot of it. The other thing, too, is while I'm throwing in Holy with the Holy Nation... Holy, with the Holy Nation, get it? I'm going to be kind of reformist. So the plan is, basically, because the kind of fucky thing... way the things work in this game... Hey, shouldn't you be doing something? Yeah, shouldn't you be operating that well? We're not... Okay, there we go. I don't know. Doesn't really matter. But yeah, basically the idea is rather than just fully having humans on my side, there are a couple of non-humans I want to have join me. I mean, we know exactly who they are. Two of the main recruits I usually get in most situations are Ruka and Beep, so you know I gotta get them. Gonna be real funny having a Hiver and a Shek as part of my crew. But the other kind of screwy thing about how Kenshi works is that when you reach, I think, 50 or 75 relations with any faction, their rules stop applying to you. So once I get high enough with the Holy Nation, they're not going to care if I have prosthetic limbs, or if I've got a skeleton in my party, or if I don't have a copy of the Holy Flame, or whatever. Doesn't really matter. Yeah, see what's going to happen here is Takao is going to drop off that copper, but now he's so far away from the He's so far away from the thing that he's not going to go back to try to mine it. But that's fine. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to have him run up and offload. Because I'm going to need money. Clearly. Actually, no. Before I have him do that, I am going to have him buy building materials and iron plates. Well, mainly building materials, I think. Because I'm probably going to want to buy that... Oh, and I suppose if he's doing that, it's just well for him too. Although she's out of material herself now. Because I don't really have a place that I can stow any of the wheat yet. So I think the best thing to do is for me to buy that little storage shack area and just use that to store stuff. Or rather, I don't know, maybe I shouldn't even bother. Yeah, maybe the best thing for me to do is to not bother with that. I will buy some books, though, because I'm going to want to do some engineering research. Or, just science in general. I'm probably better off saving up the cash and just buying this building, though it's going to take a bit of doing, obviously. Yeah, Vorbis is making some real good shit there now, and he's starting to really fill up his inventory. Everyone has to look the part. Now, I think I can also buy iron plates from this place here, so let's run over and have a look. It's taken a while for his arm to really start healing, but, of course, more food also wouldn't hurt. Good day to you, friend. Do you have any iron plates? You do not. I think I've actually exhausted all the iron plates I can get in this place. Oh well. Well, I suppose while she's waiting, she can also go over and mine some copper. Yeah, the graphics are a little prettier now because of that one thing that I installed. Although you also can kind of notice that, because I don't think it was this blurry in the distance with just the standard game graphics, And I think that's just because this is how they're kind of, I don't know, making it so that it's not as intensive on your computer as it could be. This isn't the highest setting of that graphics mod, but I didn't want to push it too much. Anyway, I think I'm gonna have Takao try to grab as much stuff as he can, be it, yeah, I forgot that you can only put that much wheat in one of those backpacks. Oh no, that's not... Yeah, Moo isn't the one I wanted to go over there. Now, Takao is currently rather shirtless, so let's fix that, shall we? That's high grade. See, the problem is... Yeah, let's just give him that cloth shirt. Maybe that's fine. Yeah, see, and just like that, he doesn't have... Well, let's send them up the Blister Hill. Now, by the time they get there, the stores are probably going to be closed, unfortunately, but... The idea is largely I just want them to sell their shit. So really the plan is I'll eventually buy this and just basically use it as storage. And you think to yourself, well, why don't you just start storing the wheat straw in there now? But, I'm a fool, basically. Maybe I will. I don't know. We'll see. Now the question is he going to get the Blister Hill before all the stores close? The answer is no, he probably will not. You know, the main thing I was checking to see what I actually needed to build that storage. Yeah, building material. Of course, it occurred to me I could have loaded up Takao's inventory a bit more as well, and I did not. That would have been the smart play. He might get the Blister Hill before all the stores close. And now, largely, I just want to try to build up enough money that I can buy that storm house, but... if by sheer happenstance I find recipes for certain weapons and the monk's robe, I'll just get those while I'm at it. Cannot recall what stores are in Blister Hill. A lot of bars. Divine blessings, brother! Brother! No, wait, that's Liquid Snake, isn't it? Today is a fine day for trading. Okay, holy chestplate. Yeah, that I need to learn how to make. I do not have anywhere near the amount of money for that, and of course, it's going to take a while before I can make that anyway, because that's going to require, me to be able to craft metal armor. May as well sell that wheat straw for the moment. Okay, another round of trading like that is going to be enough for me to actually buy that storm house, but I'm not there yet, obviously. Where else do I want to check out? Oh, there's a clothing store there. Oh, clothing and weapons are down this way. I do want to get another recruit. There's one specific guy I think I want to find and send along with Vorbis, but if I remember correctly, you need 9,000 cats to even recruit the fucker, so... Blessings from the Lord of Light, brother! Rag shirt, half pants, chain shirt, leather shirt, samurai cloth pants, wooden sandals, rusty chain shirt, and leather turtleneck. Some of these are good. The chain shirt and leather turtleneck I'm going to want at some point or another, but not now. I'm still a ways off from making those. Yeah, specifically the main one I want now are monk's robes. And in terms of weapons, any sort of hacker or paladin's cross, even a polearm. Well, specifically a staff. I'm largely going to be using weaponry that most of the Holy Nation use. Sabers. Yeah, combat cleavers, paladin's cross. Like the short cleaver is one of the main ones I want, but I am a ways off from being able to use it yet. Or be able to create it, I should say. Yes, the cross is revered, the revered holy weapon and symbol of the paladins. With it, they have been slaying skeletons and people they think might be skeletons for centuries. But alas, I do not actually have. One of the things I've made, one of the mods I've added is the ability to make cloaks, which I don't doubt will be fun eventually. Oh, I can upgrade this into a research bench 3. I just need a bunch of iron plates. Yeah, I need to find engineering research before I can start making that. But let us go to basic weapon grade 3. Let's do that research. as well buy as many of these as I can. Alright, so that eats up a bit of my cash, but it's all good. Okay, this store is still open, so maybe I'll be able to get some iron plates in here. Just so she can keep practicing her weapon smithing. Oh, there we go. Boom. It's starting to fill up pretty good again. Yeah, I'm really gonna have to actually start, leather crafting, too. See, I don't really have room to put it in this building, so I think I'll actually put it over in the other one. Maybe even on the roof of the other building. We'll see. Or hell, I can put it in that building. That might be the best thing to do, honestly. But like I said, the minute I know I have enough money that I can go recruit Griffith, I'm going to send Vorbis out to find him, and then they're going to head south, probably. I'm hoping by that point I'm able to build some hackers. Rather than these shitty-ass clubs I currently have. Once they get down here, I'll get them to... Because unfortunately the output on all those are full, because again, I don't have a place to store them. And, well, let's be honest, selling wheat's not really a bad way to make money either. And that's largely what I'm going to have to sell there now, because that's full up. I also love that Takao apparently has to go get food, despite the fact Googlana has a bunch on him. No, there's no way I can rearrange that, I think, and get more. Or is there? No, there's not. Forgot that I set it so that everybody had the engineer job. Oh, that's alright. The more folk we have on hand, the quicker it'll be to build that thing. Yeah, largely, despite how great this setup is, largely the reason why I want to build my own farm at some point is simply because I can't build anything outside in this place, because it's technically not my territory. It still kind of belongs to the people who died. So I can buy the houses and repurpose them, but I can't do anything with the exteriors. And of course, I'm going to want to grow more, like, green fruits specifically. And hemp, too, when I learn how to make that, because hemp itself is not illegal in Holy Nation territory. So I can still use that for medicinal and clothing purposes. The evil mind-altering herb of hashish, on the other hand, not so much. Okay, and he's still got some iron plates left over that he can bring down to Inu. It's just well for him to grab some of this stuff too now to sell. Let's head on down. As the next contestants on The Price is Right. Just strapped with iron clubs. Inu's got herself her whoopin' sticks. Maybe one more trek back up that way to go to Blister Hill, and I should have enough money to buy that storm house. So yeah, I think I'm just going to turn that one. I'm going to put... Well, no, I'm going to put the leather working probably in the small shack, because that doesn't take up a hell of a lot of room, so I can use it for both that and storage. And the larger building I'll use for bread production, grog production, and medical production, and also put some beds in there, kind of make it a living area. Maybe rather than just throwing things down in that building hodgepodge, I'll try to, you know, make it a livable area. That's something I don't often do in this game. Actually make it look like a house as opposed to, you know, insanity. Yeah, it don't take much for a character to get ripped when they're smithing stuff, huh? There we go. We'll take these weapons from you. And myself and my bully boy. Gonna sell some shit. Damn right I'm your favorite customer. Again, bandanas. Such an easy way to make money in this game. Okay. I'm still going to... Even though the whole purpose of this is I want to try to make a pile of money so I can do the things I said I was going to do, I still want to keep my production lines running as much as I can. Now, of course, that being said, Gugalana has a bunch of stuff on him he can sell as well. Oh, and there we go. That's enough to buy that storm house. I am completely full up on cotton, apparently. Alright, so before I actually buy this house and convert it, is there anything in here I can... Yeah, because technically this stuff... Yeah, this stuff is not considered stealing, taking any of this stuff anymore. Although I can't use the beds. Well, you know what? I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna wait because what I'll do is I'll get Takao to come down with Google Lana and they can just completely loot that place. Alright, so what do we have here anyway? So we've got a couple of shops. Yeah, there's an armor shop there, but I think it's armor, not clothing. See, I don't think the inventories have respawned to the point where some of the stuff I'm looking for is here, but I may as well have a look just in case. Yeah, this guy simply does not have any blueprints whatsoever. There isn't a weapon shop here that I can tell. Show me robe. Straw hat, leather turtleneck, drifter's leather pants, chainmail, chain shirt, rusty chain, leather vest. No. Yeah, I'm gonna have to go somewhere else for it. And you've got the drifter's leather boots, but I already know how to make that. I don't know why Takao has not automatically dropped off those iron plates, but... That's something I definitely want to make sure I have are... what's the word I'm looking for here? Thingummies. Thingummies? Building materials, that's it. Otherwise known as thingummies. Yeah, thingummies, there they are, right there. Yeah, get the thingummies. Hello, Rolls. Welcome back to the stream. Hopefully you're having a lovely day. As the whippersnappers say, 6'7", get the fuck out. No, that's fine. I understand why you made that joke. Considering apparently you've subscribed for 67 months like a madman. Looking pretty buff there, Vorbis. Looking pretty buff. I suppose I'm gonna need to stock up on food again in a bit too, though, aren't I? Is there any engineering I can do? Yeah, I may as well do some weapon melting. Oh, I do love that I interrupted her right when she was about to do stuff. Do I want to do another cotton storage thing somewhere? Honestly, it might be a waste to do so. I don't know. Remains to be seen, I guess. You can make mid-grade salvage now, that's good. Although she can go up to cartoon number 1, which is the best I can make with this particular weapon bench. Look at them run! So he's really, really rodding up that bull's ass, isn't he? I see his armor smithing is up to 63. There's going to be a drastic dip in quality when I have him wander off and get somebody else to take over. But I don't want Vorbis to be making armor all the time. He's kind of my main guy, so... Once he goes on his pilgrimage, I'll get somebody else to take over, maybe Moo. We'll see. His arm's healing up nicely, despite the fact I didn't have him sleep. Everyone else is actually healed up quite well, but Vorbis' arm was fucked. I was half afraid it was going to fall off, which would have been very drastic. Because I can't, I mean, unless, until I get my relations up with the Holy Nation anymore, I wouldn't be able to give him a fake one. Because if I put a prosthetic on him, then, I would basically be kill on sight here. You know what, I've been making the Stout Hessian uniforms because that's essentially, you know, the national uniform of the Holy Nation, but I've got enough of them made now, I don't think I need to bother. Alright. So let's grab everything in here that's not nailed down. Well, largely anything that's useful or sellable. Oh, he was putting the cotton in there. I was like, what the hell is he doing? Let's just put all that stuff there. Now, technically it's stolen, so I might still be able to sell it. Maybe I won't. Who can say? Stolen from who? Who knows? Technically, all these people are dead. Take these and sell them at least. Here come the caravan and a nurse. Well, sir, we are good to go, so I believe it is time to buy this house. It's going to leave me pretty well broke. See, I like that it clears off all the stuff except the crossbows. The crossbows are still there. Why that is, God knows. And they've all crowded. Look. Get the fudge out. This is my place. Alright, so can I build the partitions? I don't think I can. I don't have the ability to do that. Well, let's keep it relatively simple for now. Although, actually, no, let's not even bother with that just yet. I am going to instead actually run up to Blister Hill and sell off some of this shit. And maybe I'll be able to find some of the blueprints I'm looking for. As I sell off all this stuff, I should be doing pretty good again in terms of money. That being said, Inu has apparently run out of iron, so let's get her to go buy some more herself. Like I said, it's going to be a relatively short stream, but I'm hoping... God, I've been playing this for an hour already somehow, or at least close enough to. But I'm hoping that I'll be able to get Vorbis down into the border zone, perhaps. So I'm going to send him south first on his pilgrimage. Oh, for a minute, it looked like he didn't have any iron. I was mistaken. Who's he yelling at? Send who to Rebirth? Oh, it's a random hiver. I can't really do anything to help him. I also like how this guy's just carrying around a dead, starving a dead, hungry bandit for some unknown reason. Just cause. Also, when Vorbis goes on his little pilgrimage, I don't think I'm going to send Googlana along with him, because, while, I mean, it'd be nice to have an animal companion who could do a decent amount of damage, all things considered. If everyone goes down, especially if I take Googlana down to the border zone, he is going to be carved up and eaten. So, I think I'm better off using him to shuttle stuff back and forth up here for now. Come to think of it, I probably should have grabbed some of that excess cotton to sell that too. Of course, my inventory for both Googlana and Takao seem to be full up, so more or less. Yeah, holy chest plate. So I cannot recall if... Ooh, maybe they've got the blueprints I need for the interior walls and stuff. But yeah, I can't recall if the shop's inventory respawns and I get new blueprints. Won't hurt to keep checking, of course. Yeah, no, they just give me drifter's boots. Now, I'm not going to sell the green fruit. I'm going to hang on to that. Oh, he's actually out of money. All right, then. Onwards to elsewhere. Wooden sandals, rusty chain shirts. Yeah, okay. Nah, that it hasn't changed. That's a shame. Alright, the rest of the stuff I'll keep. However, this does mean that I've got a decent amount of cash now. Which is good, so what I should be doing... Okay, so your inventory has changed, and you lost the thing I wanted to make. The cleavers. You son of a bitch. Well, you've got one for pole arms. But I don't want pole arms, I want the staffs, which I can actually make anyway, so I don't even need that. I know you had the blueprint for cleavers. I know you did. You son of a bitch. Okay, well, whatever. Yeah, let's just buy some iron and building materials and such. Which I'm not buying off of you. I need to buy that here. Oh, there we go. This is actually one of the things I wanted. Holy beep statue. Alright, so basic furniture. Buy some iron. Buy some more building materials. And let's buy as many books as I can. There we go. Screw it, it's just well to buy as much building material and iron as I can as well. Alright, well, this isn't going to be as great as I wanted it to be, but now I can actually start building some stuff. And you are once again out of iron. Can I get her down here before the store closes? Another reason why I want to build an actual farm is that I can streamline the whole weapon making process, because I can build... See, there's not a lot of copper in Okran's Gulf or Okran's Pride, but there is a fair amount of iron. So at the very least I can get some iron processing going on. What's Vorbis doing out here? Oh, he'd actually run out of fabric. Amazing. You know, for some reason I thought he was actually coming from, Stack, and not going from Blister Hill. I don't know, I got all turned around there for a minute. Wait, why is Vorbis farming? Oh, because I actually do have him attached to that cotton farm. Yeah, I guess his skill has increased to the point that he's outpacing the amount of fabric that's being made. Meaning I actually need to build another fabric bench, probably. Another fabric loom. Of course, maybe not, because pretty soon I'm going to have him leave and someone else can take over anyway, so I guess, you know, there's that. Wait, is he coming in here, or did I have him... Okay, no, maybe I just had him heading on down to Stack for some unknowable reason. We have arrived. Okay, so... Well, bam. Let's get some more of that research done. Basic weapon grades, definitely. Medicine also. Baking, definitely. I may as well upgrade the wells, too, for when I actually strike out on my own. Now, what can I build, anyway? Now, interestingly, the cooking stove is not going to be much good. I'm better off waiting because I can't really cook much here. Alright, this means I'm probably not actually going to have him build much just yet. Or will I? Look at Vorbis patiently waiting. I may as well have him run back and forth a bit more with this stuff. That's the case. I do love that I've spent basically an hour doing an hour's worth of legwork until I can actually go on a proper adventure. But by God, before I stop streaming this tonight, I am going to have Vorbis wander off somewhere and maybe get into a fight. Honestly, you know, I could probably have... Well, no, I want to find Griffith specifically and have him join me, and I know I need 9,000 cats for that. And the best way for me to make money so I can do that is... have Vorbis keep doing what he's doing. I like how I bought this house, and I had to spend a decent amount of money on this house, and I'm probably not going to use it much. Yeah, I'm just going to put all that in there. Oh, I forgot that I had him doing that. He's actually close enough that he wants to go deal with it. It's really not going to take too much more money for me to be able to hire on Griffith wherever the hell he is. He might even be here for all I know. Once again, I'm probably doing this in vain, but as I saw the weapon shop changed its blueprints, so maybe I'll find some blueprints here. Oh, the monk pants weren't here before, but that's not something I actually want. So strange that the monk robes are supposedly very much a holy nation thing, and I can't find the means to make them anywhere. And you're only selling the Drifter's Boots one. And they just have heavier armor anyway, so I'm not too concerned about that. Alright, back up to the farm with you, I guess. Yeah, it's entirely possible I just need to get more people making fabric. Because I got loads of cotton now. Well, it ain't gonna be pretty, but I can actually start building stuff in that other house now. May as well start with some light fixtures. Now, the only thing is the grain silo and the baking oven, I don't think I can build either of those inside, so I'm going to have to put them on the roof. But first things first, let's put in some ceiling lamps. Here, here, and probably one over here in the corner as well. Don't have any building materials where you're just not trying hard enough. There we go. Now you do. Joke's on you, jackass. I don't know why I called him jackass. He's doing his best. Jackass or no. So... okay, no, I can build the bread oven inside. Even though it's considered an exterior thing. The grain silo, on the other hand, I cannot... oh, okay, well... I was originally going to try to do bread production in this place as well, but I can't, because the grain silo has to be built outside on the ground. So this place is going to be purely grog and fabric. Grog, fabric, and medical supplies. Because I cannot actually produce any food in this area. Meaning I'm going to have to ship food in here from other places. So let's just put this table here, I guess. Why I want to have a table here, I don't know. I just feel like it. And you need to go buy yourself some more iron. Guess we'll have her head over here. Actually, wait a minute. Does he sell? I don't think he sells blueprints. Does not. Okay. Back over here with you then. May as well look in this building and see what I can steal out of it now as well, because I'll start putting leather fabrication in here. Is that what I think it is? Oh yeah, the river raptors are coming. Great. Beasts? Why do you beast torture us so? Why? Nice to see these guys aren't helping. Okay, well, let's see how well this goes, eh? It might go poorly. I might have to send Inu down here. Wait, is there only 4 of us down here? No, where's Moo? Oh, Moo is out actually working the field. Well, she's in the danger zone, but here we are. I also like that Moo is not being attacked whatsoever. And these sons of bitches are coming in, and I thought I had this set as private. Why are they coming inside? The River Raptor has a bounty on it for some reason. Wait, am I actually scaring them off? I think I'm actually scaring them off. Amazing, I didn't realize I could do that. Goddamn river raptors. Okay. Everyone as you were. If they come back, we'll fuck them up. I believe I was in the process of grabbing everything I could in here. Well, they don't appear to be coming back. That's good. I love how that's apparently an invalid container type. Wait, what's happening? Oh, they're fighting a bunch of starving bandits. Or escaped servants, I should say. Yeah, I'm just gonna buy this place now. I mean, sure, this dude has a bounty on his head, but I can't just let him bleed to death on my doorstep. That just seems rude. Yeah, let's just do some leather production in here is fine. Make grog and first aid stuff in here. Clearly I can't make any food because, again, the whole I can't grind wheat into flour, apparently. Can't build a silo on my roof, they say. What am I looking for here? Crafting. Put the leather tanning bench there. And we'll put a leather armor crafting bench like right here. Basically in the corner on this side. storage chest. Well, actually, I shouldn't worry about that one right now. Let's build... barrel for animal skins there. Storage for leather right here. And then armor storage right here. Now I'm probably going to have to go buy more iron plates and shit, but... Now I know somebody else in the party had a bunch of animal skins, didn't they? Yeah, Moo does. And now she does not. Perfect. Alright, so if we're doing grog production, we should do that back here. A contraption for making grog with. And we'll just have some grog storage next to it. Maybe one right up against the table too, why the hell not? Kind of a silly way to do it, I guess, but here we are. Of course, I need iron plates to finish that up, so I can't do that just yet. Few beds back here. Shocked I can actually fit 3 under the stairs, but that's exactly what I'm going to do. Kind of a silly place to put it, but here we are. I know I've got the sleeping bags out front, but the beds are going to be able to heal people up faster. See, the question is there anything I want to put on the roof? But honestly, I don't know if there is. Oh, maybe that's where I put it. I should have put the grog production. Because there's not really a clean place I can put this. I suppose I could put it like that. They can still get around it and get up the stairs. I am going to need quite a few iron plates, though. I like how I wanted to make it kind of nice, but I still ended up making it silly and haphazard. I also love that all Ino's been doing is, like, smithing, so all of her stats are really shitty. You know, I forgot the most important thing about this, wheat straw storage. I'm going to need to make a storage spot for wheat straw if I'm going to be making grog. Sure, why not? Put all the shit in here. But yeah, I should build another cotton storage and fabric loom on the roof of this place. That's what I should do with the roof of this place. Maybe some more, maybe another power supply too, but I don't know. That remains to be seen. I don't know why the cotton storage thing is so huge. Of course, it occurred to me because I put that there, it's actually blocking the crossbow, but that's fine. I might still be able to get somebody over to it, who knows. I need to get a lot of iron plates. Okay, so I really, really just need to get a bunch more iron plates and I'll be good to go. Honestly, I don't know if I'm going to need any more power than I currently have. You know, it's beginning to look like Vorbis is not going to go on his pilgrimage after all. We still need to do a shitload of setup here. Anyway, I'm going to put this on double time, and I'll be right back. I need to put my phone on charge, because this is currently dying, and then I'll stream a little bit more of this. I'll be right back. And I have returned. God, are we actually going to complete a bed? We have completed a bed! Amazing. Okay. So here's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna send Takao and Googleana out to sell some more stuff. Because I'm going to need to get a bunch of iron plates. May as well grab a bunch of this cotton to sell as well, seeing as I'm rather drowning in it. Let's truck along to Blister Hill. Oh, he's dead. Okay, he got up and somebody attempted to murder him, apparently. Oh well, we've just got a corpse hanging out here now, I guess. That's fine. I mean, I can theoretically dismantle all that stuff, I suppose. I should have Inu buy some food to stock up this food storage here. Not that I imagine I'm going to be hanging out in stack for too much longer. Joseph P., not a skeleton. Wears the flesh suit made of human skin, carries human flesh, wanted for murder, theft, degeneracy, being a creature of narco, and knowingly selling human meat. As one would. Hello, friend. Alright, so once these other machines are built, I'm going to need to set people at multiple roles. Thing is, I think I actually have too few people here for this. Which is something of a problem, because I could hire more people to do stuff there, but I don't have a decent food production set up yet, so I'm not going to want to hire too many more people unless I can feed them, which means I am going to have to start moving over to another spot to build a farm, specifically start growing some green fruit. And set up a proper spot that I can actually bake things, make some bread. Definitely going to want iron, but let's check for blueprints again. This may be folly, but let's check for blueprints again. Damn, I think that was specialist grade. Maybe I shouldn't have sold that, but that's how you get your monies. Leather vest, chainmail, rusty chain shirt, samurai cloth pants, leather shirt, rag shirt, chain shirt. In other words, still not what I'm looking for. Well, the Paladin's Cross is certainly something I want to learn how to use. Short cleaver also would have been nice. Let's just get the one for the Paladin's Cross for now. And let's have Inu start making some. You know, when she actually gets some more iron. Oh, this is the other thing I was looking for. Not that it's really any good to me now, but it'll be good in the future. Alright. I like how a lot of this was just busy work. That's just what this stream has been. Next time we'll get to the fun stuff, maybe. See, I completely forgot I even assigned Vorbis to mine, or not mine, do at least a little bit of farming. Yeah, I'm really gonna have to rejigger everybody's job queues once I get all these things built. Am I getting chased by a bone dog? I am! And it's still chasing me. Okay, well now it's going to attack that guy. Or that lady, maybe. Well, better them than me, I guess. There, start building shit. I think I need to run up and help them, though. I can't have them die. Again, not very neighborly of me, even though I did let this other person die. Not that guy, though. He's still alive. See if I can trick these guys into fighting the bone dog for me. There we go. Maybe? No, I think it's still gunning for me, isn't it? No, it's fighting someone. Alright, perfect. Now everyone can go back to as they were. Yeah, they'll be fine. See? They're fine. Their arms mildly fucked up, but they're fine. Okay, unfortunately, I still don't have enough iron. And Inu has run out of iron. And hello to you as well. Welcome to the stream. That I should probably be stopping soon because I need to go to bed. But I just need to build. Alright, so let's start rearranging some jobs, shall we? Oh, something else I should have done is I should have bought some food. Ugalana's still got some on them, right? Yeah, a bit. See, I thought I set this building to private. What are you guys doing wandering around in here? Okay, so Moo can also make grog on top of, you know, other stuff. See, I'm gonna need someone to keep making fabric, but at the same time... I don't know. Tough call. I think I just legitimately need to get more people. Running around like bees. Busy little bees. Okay, good. Now that we're actually getting more wheat, I should be able to make a lot more grog. Get that sweet, sweet grog money. Takes quite a lot of doing to make grog, though, it seems. Though I'm sure increasing the cooking skill will help with that. Well, Takao is here, he may as well make himself useful before I send him off. Get him to start making some fabric, too. Traditional canister of grog, quite weak as alcoholic drinks go, but that just means you can drink several times more of it. Pardon me, I haven't saved it in a while, I should do that. Takes a lot of wheat straw to make grog. Kind of makes me think the 2 storage barrels is overkill. Oh, I just told me I'm an Okran's pride, I know that. Boo. I like how I was able to just zoom in on her like that. I do like how I have a bustling little industry going on here. With a group of people who are very soon probably going to starve to death, I need to buy them more food. At the very least, I'll be able to make a little bit more grog. Once we get closer to dawn, and once we get a little bit more stuff made, I'm gonna take Takao off of that bloom. Probably head on down to sell some more stuff down in Stack. Get some more iron plates. Actually, maybe I won't send them down to Stack, because I'm gonna want to keep all the iron plates down there for whatchamacallit. Inu. Yeah, that's her name. But because I haven't gotten a decent shot of, well, practically anything. Let's go one of my grog distillery here. There we go. Yeah, she's gonna burn through that wheat pretty goddamn quick. Well, I'm assuming the higher her cooking skill gets, the more of the grog she's going to be able to make. Without, you know, having to use all the wheat for it. Back up to Blister Hill with you. Buy some food, sell off that crap. Considering Inu's the only one down here, she's got quite a bit of food to herself. Yeah, once again, I'll do another round trying to see if I can find the blueprints I'm looking for. I probably can't. Should have bought the short cleaver one as soon as I saw it. But from there, I'll, iron. I need to buy a bunch of iron and food. That's the main thing I need to get up here right now. But first and foremost, let's check these two places again. Okay, to number 1. That's the best she can make. So anyway, she's going to put that one away, because if Vorbis is going to take that, he gets the chance. Fortunately, I'm not exactly selling the grog at a decent price here, but it's as good as I'm going to get. Ah, there we go, short cleaver. Exactly what I wanted. Takes quite a lot of material to make a Paladin's Cross is the only thing. Which is why I think seeing as I've already got one that I'm just going to give to Vorbis, I think I'm going to take that out of the list and not make any more until I've got a steady supply of iron. Speaking of, let's send Takao to buy some more. And we'll also get some food. For the people, they hunger. Don't see any recruits in this particular bar. Recruits can be kind of scarce in Holy Nation territory anyway. Wanted! Wizard! Strange polearm, light black skeleton, always seen in noble's clothing. Wanted for over a mass murder, thievery, body mutilation, assassination, manslaughter, raiding, genocide, and destruction of property. Okay. That sounds like a pleasant guy. Or grog. think I might take one of those iron clubs out of the list too. Alright, well, probably send a cow down. Jesus, I've been playing this for 2 hours and haven't really been doing a hell of a lot that's, let's be honest, interesting. So I should probably stop soon all the same. Inu should go get some more iron, however. Damn lucky that Paladin's Cross I made was apparently so good. She hasn't been able to make a Katoon iron stick yet, or iron club. Yes, everyone here must have been rather hungry. Yes, to the point that, they almost ate all of the food. Lana's all the way up there. Alright. Now. I suppose he's actually run out of fabrics, which is why he can't. It's just well to have him make some leather then. Super buff. Well, once again, let's have Takao hang out and make some fabric while I'm waiting for, you know, other stuff to happen. That being said, once I get Inu sorted with some more iron, I really do need to stop playing. good. Vorbis can start making those boots. However, can't believe that I just spent most of this time not really doing much of anything, just busy work. But Kenshi very much is a game about busy work if you want it to be. Anyway, that's gonna have to do for tonight. Next time I stream this, which I don't know when that's going to be, I don't think it's gonna be anytime soon. I might dive back into this particular one. But I think I will play a little bit of an off stream just so I can build up some cash and stuff. But anyway, if you happen to stop by to watch, I thank you very much for doing so, and hopefully you find folks to join me again next time. But until then, as always, I wish you a farewell, and I hope you have a great night. So long for now.